it is possible for this young man to be 24, but he don't spend 70% of his life. I know you think that, okay, I want to ask you, at the age of 33, did Jesus die early? Jesus was fully spent before he left. So what the life we're talking about is not about physical age, as I also said. Somebody can be 90, he is young. Because according to the life allotted to that person, he has not spent anything. I went for mission conference 2017 at Enugu with Reverend David Ogweli. So in that mission conference, those days, if he comes in like this, they lock the door and all that and all that. So one of the days he said, one man that was teaching on missions finished, he said, "We are looking for offering." You know the way he talks, when he spoke, everybody, we are running helter-skelter. He said, "Where are the people coming for Jesus?" People started going. Me, I was still praying and checking my heart. So people were coming, young people, all kinds of people were coming. And then one man of 60-something years now joined them. The man is almost 70. When he came as he was praying for people, he now saw the man. He said, "Oh God, what are you doing? Even you too, join children. Can you jump fence?" He said, "Your time has passed. Your job now is intercession." Do you know the problem? Let me balance that event. The man have seen himself in the spirit and see that even though he's almost 70, his life has not been spent. In the battery of life, he is just 20%. Meanwhile, he is what? 70. You see the problem now? So when he arrives before Jesus, there is nothing to show. There is nothing to tell. But there are men. All these great men we hear about, many of them died young, but they are fully spent. How many of you have heard of David Brainerd? You have heard of David Brainerd, the praying missionary? How many of you have heard of the message called "Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God"? Who wrote it? Who preached it? Who discipled Jonathan Edwards? Who discipled Jonathan Edwards? It is David. And David died a young man. He is one of the people that started the frontiers of American ministry. Meanwhile, his ministry is so fulfilled that the impact is still felt even before, after he has died. All these great men we hear about, many of them died young. What of the leader of the Welsh revival? Who is the leader of the Welsh revival? Who was the leader of the Welsh revival? You are in trouble. Who? Who? You? Who? You don't know. He said Oral Roberts. Who said here? You. Who is the leader of the Welsh revival? Evan Roberts. She's correct. It's not Ora, it's Evan. Just that the two is Robert. It's not Ora, it's Evan Roberts. The man died young. He prayed with too much burden. He exhausted. It's not, by the time he's living his life, even though he's just 40-something, it's a fully spent life. Your grandfather that died at 120 is young man. According to the measurement of life, he died young. So when your grandfather died, even though he was 120, people should be crying at the day of his death. You don't know what I'm saying. Let me leave it. There are people that died at 38. We should be saying glory. What a life spent. What a life spent. We should be rejoicing. But your father that is about to die at 80, we will cry at the day of his death. Because this, oh God, what a life that is wasted, a life that is not spent. The bar is 10%. What is the point I'm trying to make? There are things that makes for the value of a life. And the least of them is the age and time that is spent on earth. If you see many people that you say they are old, if you see them in the spirit, they are young, they are babes. And if you see some certain people you say are young, they are not young. They are actually elders in the spirit. Some of you, if you have encounter with Jesus, one of the things you will see is that somehow he maintains that youth. But there is a way you see him. You see him as if he's youth. You see him as if he's aged. You see him as if you cannot truly trace. He is actually the true young agent. Because he's both young and aged at the same time.